Hi friends, this is Susie, your Candy Crush guru, here to help you solve the puzzle of level 1859, and this is dedicated to all my friends who don't really like timed levels, who are a little bit frustrated with this one particular level on this episode, because it is a frustrating timed level. We have a limited board here. We need to take out as much frosting and cellophane and cake bombs and evil spawners, or magic mixers as they're called, to create a big field so we have space to work. And the space we want to occupy most is the lower area, because we want to make cascades that will then create +5 candies that can add to our time bank, so we have more time to reach 180,000 points, which is tough to do. Let's talk about how to get points. We make as many specials as we can. I know it's tough to see specials and then even to react quickly enough once we've seen them to do this on a timed level. But as long as we're continuing to make +5s, sometimes those will they'll just happen naturally. They'll occur organically on the board as things drop in. So we want to make as many maybe striped and wrapped combos as we can, but when we make color bombs, we do not want to combine them with specials. And there are 3 very significant reasons, at least on other timed levels, although I haven't been able to see it here. I haven't tried it out. On most time levels I've come across, if you combine a color bomb with a single candy, you get more points than if you combine it with a special. Counterintuitive, but that's what I've noticed. Second reason is when we combine a color bomb with another special, it takes a long time for that to take effect. We're eating up more time in our hourglass, and we want to preserve that as best we can. And the third, and I think most significant reason, is when we combine a color bomb with another special, it pretty much obliterates the board and it repopulates the board with an even mix of candy. But we don't want an even mix of candy. We want to take the color bomb and maybe take out all orange. And when we do that, it concentrates the rest of the candies on the board, the colors on the board, and therefore makes it easier to make more specials. So let's work on concentrating on this spawner first, if we can get there from here. I know it's frustrating because we can't even strike on it. But as soon as we can strike on it, we do that even over making specials. If I can strike right here, that's more important, more significant to me. That's wonderful. I love what just happened there. Takes out everything there. And now we need to concentrate on making forays down here to take out this jelly, this frosting that's prohibiting us from really working closely in with this spawner. Ooh, I can't even get there. I know I'm probably making some bad choices. That was kind of nice. That's that organically created thing that just happens. I'm probably making bad choices, but remember, we're on a timed level. I have a limited field of vision. I'm just focusing on one particular area. Ooh, I don't think I'm going to be able to make that color bomb. Maybe I will. Okay, so this should be ready to go. There we go. Now we've got one of these cake bombs that's taken out. And we have one more cake bomb, but I'm not even going to focus on working on that cake bomb. I'm going to focus on specials where I can, but also on working again low to the ground here, trying to encourage these cascades. Ah, so thought I had a cascade there. This one is. Yep, there we go. So there's that +5. We need to create it and we need to collect it. In these beginning stages, I'm going to try to make a color bomb here. Nope. In these beginning stages, we need as many of those +5s as we can, because we start to run low on that time in our time bank. Now I have a friend who doesn't like this explosion. I'm hoping it's going to take out that cake bomb. Oh, kind of at the wrong opportunity. I hope I get the points for that. I got a little bit of a boost. I'm not sure how taking out all of... Oops. I should have done it differently. Oh good, we got a cascade anyway. I'm not sure how that wrapped combo goes. I have a friend who thinks that it takes too long and doesn't give you a good point yield. And he's usually right about most things, so Come on, cascades. Okay, now I didn't clear it out this first time, but you see the technique. So I'm going to use the adrenaline I've created now. I'm going to jump right back in. I think that is part of my strategy. Now here I'm going to make a cascade while hitting this. I've run out of eyes to see. I could not see what I was supposed to be doing. I still can't. I'm running low on moves, aren't I? Let's just wait. There it is. Ugh. I find if I get freaked out that I'm not seeing the move, I'm not doing myself any favors. So sometimes on a timed level, I do just wait until I can see the move I'm supposed to make. Allow the machine to give me that information instead of getting too freaked out. Now here, it's not just simply working on this spawner, because the spawner is so isolated from the frosting. So here I'm actually also working on the frosting. And now is a time where I can start to make these cascades. I've got a little extra space on the board. Before this takes it out, I want to use this. Oh, maybe not. There we go. Oh well. And now we just have the cake bombs. And I'm not as worried about the cake bombs. Remember, I'm not using this with a striped candy, even though it would help me with the cake bombs. Okay, and that last cake bomb should be easy because we've got an open area. So now what I'm doing is I am working on these +5s, creating and collecting them. I'm just not getting these cascades. Here we go. Let's try this. There we go. Working a little bit lower. Hey, I didn't get a +5. Sometimes I feel like I make more, as many cascades, subsequent moves as I'm supposed to, and it still doesn't work. But I think that there are such complex algorithms to this. There's a separate set of rules that govern it, and I have the feeling that it has something to do with wrapped candies. Wrapped candies look like they make such a great concussion on the board. I better pay attention to this instead of talking. Okay, so now even if my level ends, I think I have a sufficient amount of stuff on the board to help me, because I will get points for everything that I've created that has not been detonated. So now I can breathe a little more easily. It's not a sure thing yet. Hello. Okay, and this gives me a little bit of a boost. It takes a bit of time to have everything fall into place after that. I do think color bombs are best because, like I said, they concentrate the colors. But when we're talking about pure points, that's not a bad thing. Okay, so that's how I beat this level. If you're still struggling, don't forget that bringing in a color bomb and a striped wrapped candy in the beginning can help, especially because it's good at clearing things out. But don't do it when it's still a struggle for you to clear out this level, because you're just going to be wasting your specials. If you want to see more videos, you can subscribe, and as always, thanks for watching.